The British economy is in crisis.
The government has lost control of the British economy.
In his mini-budget, Britain's new Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng announced £45 billion of unfunded tax cuts, causing the pound to plummet.
The British pound has fallen to its lowest level ever against the US dollar.
The City of London woke up to a currency crisis,
shocking the markets and leading the Bank of England to intervene.
The Bank of England has said that it will buy as many long-dated government bonds as required.
The International Monetary Fund has slammed the government's plan. How bad is this? And is there worse to come?
Have the markets rejected Trussonomics, Prime Minister?
Our Britain economics editor, Samaya Keynes, explains what's happening.
The past week has been a monumental week for the British economy. The government announced regulatory reforms and also tax cuts, income tax cuts, scrapping a planned increase in corporation tax, changes to bankers' bonuses. I think it's the understatement of the century to say that this went down extremely badly. The fallout has been extraordinarily embarrassing for a government that is only a few weeks old. There are really big questions about the seriousness of the government's handle on the public finances and the extent to which it's in control. But the government doesn't operate in a vacuum. It looks like the Bank of England is going to respond to this fiscal statement by raising interest rates even more aggressively than it was planning before. That means more expensive mortgages for households, that means house prices potentially falling, and it generally means depressed demand and potentially a recession. Fixing all of this, restoring credibility, would require an astonishing U-turn. It would require reversing some of the tax cuts. The government has said that it will publish its fiscal rules alongside an independent forecast of the public finances in late November. That needs to happen sooner. Now, neither of those look like they're going to happen. What's more likely is that the government is going to ask departments to find efficiency savings, that means cuts. It's been reported that they may be considering real terms cuts in benefits. That will be politically extraordinarily difficult when they've just announced tax cuts for the richest. The political difficulty of restoring credibility and giving this sense to international investors that things are under control is just really, really difficult right now. All of this is happening in a broader economic context, of course. Borrowing costs of governments are rising around the world. Britain is not the only one by any means. But the increase in its borrowing costs has been remarkably large. There is a Britain-specific component here. It's not right to say that this is just part of a general trend. It is also true, though, that if those problems are fixed, borrowing costs for the government would still be rising. In general, the economic environment is just becoming more hostile. It's becoming more hostile to governments making mistakes, and the British government is feeling the pain of that. Thank you for watching. To read more of our coverage of the British economy, click the link. And don't forget to subscribe.